Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a random review. I am Random Ross and today I am reviewing Die Hart. So this is a action comedy starring Kevin Hart as himself, where he, obviously is tired of being like in comedy action films playing the sidekick, and he decides he wants to like try and be a serious action star, so he goes to a school called Action Star School, or ASS as the initials spell it out to be, where it is run by John Travolta, who's playing a acting coach who trains action stars, along with another character in there, Jordan King, played by what's her name out of Game of Thrones, and also is in the Fast and Furious films. You know who I mean. She was in Hollyoaks as well. I can't remember her name now, but she's in it too. And basically, John Travolta's character, just puts, Kevin Hart in all these wacky, crazy scenarios to train him up to be an action star. So that's probably the story there. So what did I like about this film? Well, I believe that this was a series, and it was each episode were 10 minutes long or something. But when I literally watched it last night and with the brother-in-law, and I was like, it was a film. It wasn't broken into 10 parts or anything. It was like a one long, an hour and a half continuous film. So I don't know where, how it's. I don't know. Maybe I just went on a stream. Maybe I went on Amazon where you can watch it as a film, or or something. I don't know. But for me, it was a film, not a series with 10-minute episodes that you can still watch probably in one sitting, given that they were all one. Even though I watched just one film, but yeah, I like John Travolta in this. He hasn't done much in recent years, probably because he's semi-retired. I mean, he's done a few straight-to-DVD films, but it's good to see him, in a role where he's being comedic and funny. I mean, he did another film I watched. In fact, the last thing I think I saw John Travolta in was The Fanatic, which wasn't all that good. But he was a good support character in this, along with her out of Game of Thrones. She too was a good support, probably the sensible one of the bunch. And Kevin Hart, playing himself, he was just wacky and funny. And, Kevin Hart's funny in nearly everything he's in. Even when he's in an action movie, he's always the comic relief like we've seen. And they mentioned that, he does a lot of movies with The Rock, and he's always like the sidekick. And, this is why he wants to try and be the lead in this, the leading act in this. And in this series he is, or film, as I've said I watched it as. But yeah, it's funny. It kept me entertained throughout the 90-minute run. And, John Travolta was surprisingly good and funny in this too. I believe they've already confirmed a second instalment to this, which we're getting in, that we're getting at the end of the month, on the 31st of March, I think, on Roku. Yeah, I think in a second instalment already, Die Hart 2 Die Harter, which the trailer dropped very recently. But yeah, it's on Amazon Prime now. If you've got Amazon Prime, feel free to check it out because it's a funny one, and it just has some good slapstick comedy in there. We have some good cameos as well, including Josh Hartnett as himself, and yeah, it's a fun watch. And if you're an action comedy Kevin Hart fan, then yeah, do check this one out. It's a fun one. So yeah. What am I going to rate this one? You know what? I wasn't bored throughout the film. I was entertained throughout it. I thought Kevin Hart can't bring much to the new to the table. Him playing himself, or playing a wackier version of himself, because I don't think he's that wacky and nutty in real life. He was just, like I say, playing a comical version of himself. I'll give it, You know what? I think I will give this series. I mean, is there anything I didn't like? Anything negative? I guess there were moments where it was a bit too silly for some parts, and probably how predictable the outcome were. Yeah, as well, because I thought, oh, this is all part of the setup and that. You know, they're just that good of acting. You know what? I will give it. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for Die Hard. So let me know. Have you seen this? Have you watched it? Did you watch it as a series, as a little 10-part series with 10-minute episodes each, or as a feature film like I did? You know, is that how it's streamed in different countries? I don't know. But let me know. Have you seen it? Yeah, so if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to share with your friends and to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All my social media links are linked down below in the description, so feel free to check all that out. I have a horror channel too, because that's another great passion of mine, so you can check that out if you wish. So yeah, like I say, all my social media links are linked down below. So yeah, I've been Random Ross. This has been a random review. So until next time, I bid you all a goodbye and goodbye.